Have you ever wondered what the biggest animal on the planet was? Today we will be diving deep into some facts and learning more about the animal kingdom. Buckle up and get ready, because today we are looking at the top 10 biggest animals that have ever lived. Number 10. The Parasite Ethereum. Surprisingly, the elephant is not on our list. That should give you an idea of how enormous these titans were. For number 10, we do however have something that kind of resembles an elephant. This is the Parasite Ethereum, and it is even bigger than the elephant. It is actually the largest land mammal that has ever lived, and they were 7 meters tall, which is even taller than modern day giraffes. They also weighed around 34,000 pounds, which is almost 3 times heavier than modern day elephants. That's right, 3 times heavier. These huge herbivores probably looked very intimidating. It's too bad they went extinct, because I'm sure many of us would have loved to see one in person. Now then, for number 9, we have the whale shark. Now, as many of you probably know, the whale shark still exists today and still reigns over the ocean as the biggest fish in the world. I know it's kind of surprising that this animal is not a whale, but a fish. Although its name implies otherwise, I wouldn't blame anyone for mistaking this impressive fish for a whale though, as it can grow to an enormous 14 meters long and can weigh up to 41,000 pounds. They are known for their long lives. I mean, some of them even make it to 150 years. I mean, that's old. These filter feeders are mostly harmless as long as you are not plankton or small fish. Number 8. Lead Shastas. This is the largest fish in the history of the earth, which means that it towers even over the previously mentioned whale sharks of today. Early studies show that the lead Shastas was around 27 meters long. However, new evidence shows that they were only 16 meters long, which is actually not that far from modern day whale sharks. They were a bit heavier than whale sharks though, weighing in at a massive 43,000 pounds, and they were filter feeders just like the whale shark. Number 7. Kronosaurus. Once considered to be the largest pilosaur ever, the Kronosaurus probably sat at the top of the food chain. It was named after the Greek god Kronos, who ate his own children and was believed to be a very intimidating predator. I'm not going to argue that, because it was 10 meters long and weighed between 30 to 40,000 pounds. Hardly anything was off the menu for this huge creature, and ate a variety of different sea life. At number 6, we have Taitana Boa. If you are not fond of snakes, then I suggest that you look away right now. The anaconda and the python might be the huge snakes of today. However, they are quite small when compared to their massive ancestor, the Taitana Boa. This huge snake could be as long as a school bus and called the South American rainforest home around 60 million years ago. We know that it was lengthy, about 13 meters to be exact, but they were also quite wide. Scientists estimate that the snake weighed around 2,500 pounds, which is half as heavy as a giraffe. At number 5, we have the Megalodon. The Megalodon is the largest shark ever, and like many other prehistoric animals, its name comes from the Greek, and it means big tooth. From the meaning of its name alone, I'm sure you can imagine just how big its jaws and teeth really were. The shark was very impressive, as was one of the largest vertebrate predators ever. I mean, the largest carnivorous shark today is the great white, which can grow to 20 feet long and weigh as much as 7,000 pounds. When compared to the Megalodon, the difference is clear, as the Megalodon could easily grow to be 3 times bigger in size and could be 15 times heavier. Unfortunately, this animal went extinct more than 1 million years ago. Or did it? many believe that it's still alive today, and many claim that they have seen this animal in the wild. At number 4 we have Spinosaurus. You might remember this spiny titan from Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, which taught us the names of some very interesting creatures and some of their characteristics. The Spinosaurus was the largest carnivorous dinosaur on Earth and could be around 18 meters long, and its head alone was the size of a human being. If that's not scary enough, the spines on their back were about 2 meters high. Scientists believe that they fed on small fish and sharks that they could eat with their razor-sharp serrated teeth. They could feed on this type of prey because they were actually quite good swimmers. At number 3 we have the Argentinosaurus. We have already taken a look at the largest mammal and the largest dinosaur that have walked on land, but now it's time to take a look at the king of sauropods. I'm talking about the Argentinosaurus. This was the longest creature to live on land, and let me remind you that these animals were not dinosaurs. They could reach a height that was above 7 meters, and they could weigh up to an enormous 224,000 pounds. The eggs that these behemoths laid were as big as a coconut and weighed 5 pounds. Just think of how many omelets you could make from just one, and it would also take 40 years for them to reach maturity. They would need about 100,000 calories every day. That's a lot of. At number 2 we have Shastosaurus. Let me present to you the largest aquatic reptile that has ever lived. This is the Shastasaurus. This reptile was probably not that scary, but we know that it was very big. It was an astounding 20 meters long and weighed around 80,000 pounds, which makes it almost as big as modern day sperm whales. This toothless reptile had a very small jaw, which hints at the fact that it is probably fed by sucking food in. Moving on to number 1, we have the blue whale. That's right, how can we not put this noble blue beast at number 1? This creature has been, still is, and probably will always be the largest animal in the world. Fortunately for us, this animal is still alive today. Let's hope that we can keep it that way for a long time. This animal can reach a ridiculous weight of 180 tons and a length of up to 30 meters long. That's about the size of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I mean, if you think elephants are big, the tongue of just one blue whale alone is as heavy as an elephant, and their heart can be as heavy as your car. They mainly feed on small shrimp called krill and plankton, and they can swim quite fast, moving at 30 kilometers per hour at their fastest. Just in case you don't know, whales are not fish, but are in fact mammals, just like dogs and cats, and just like other mammals, baby blue whales drink milk, and a lot of it. They can drink up to 600 liters of milk each day and gain 90 kilograms per day in their first year, which also explains how they get so big. Unfortunately, these animals are in danger of becoming extinct because of whale hunters, so let's hope that changes in the near future. Well, we've reached the end of our video, so let us know what you think about these amazing creatures down below in the comments. But with that being said, that is our video for today.